you have to disappear. Stop announcing every move and start building something that speaks for itself. Disappearing means doing the work. It means doing the work in the dark. It means building in private what you don't need to prove in public. They built without broadcasting. They worked in silence so they could rise without noise. So, whilst everyone is putting pressure on visibility,
say it's possible. That's all I want you to do when you look at your dream. Just say to yourself every day, it's possible. If someone has done it, then you can do it. It's possible. It's possible. I can bounce back from adversity and reinvent my life. It's possible. Not only is it possible for you to have your dream, and it's necessary.
You're not going to be ready when the time comes. If you're not constantly performing without purpose, the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. The main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself.
I would say no. I would say you can't teach it. I would say that you can grow it. If you've got the seed of some sort of fire, you could probably grow and you can get better at it.
You start to build confidence.
Train, study, work, practice. Train, study, work, practice. I don't think imposter syndrome is a bad thing. I think if you feel it, it's actually a good indication that you're humble and you have an open mind.
I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Let that blow your mind for a moment. This is the trap. You feel pressured to prove you're doing well before you've even figured out what that means for you. The life that looks good or sounds good is nothing compared to a life that feels good. What we gain makes us successful, but what we lose makes us fulfilled.
I started off poor. My parents never had any money. My father worked as a carpenter and my mother worked as a nurse, not always full-time. I didn't graduate from high school. In fact, I was so badly behaved in high school that I was expelled or suspended 3 or 4 times. The only work I could get was at laboring jobs. I washed dishes in the back of a small hotel. I worked in a sawmill, stacking boards. I worked on a farm, digging wells. I worked in construction as a laborer, carrying materials from place to place. Hard work didn't seem to be enough. I made hundreds of calls without making any sales. I used to run from office to office and from door to door so I could see more people, but I was just barely hanging on by my fingernails. And then one day, I began to ask, why is it that some salespeople are more successful than others? I heard that the top 20% of salespeople in every field earn 80% of the money. The top 10% earned even more. Decide today that you're going to get into the top 20% of money earners in your business and then do whatever you need to do to get there.
Detach from your emotions. Good leaders have control of our emotions. I want you to have the ownership of the plan, right? So if I'm imposing a plan on you, then that's not really your plan. That is the job of a leader. That is the job of a leader, to take a step back, detach from the situation, and see the entire picture. If you are in the problem, you won't see the solution to the problem. We will very rarely. So you have to be able to detach.
Your only goal becomes to don't break the chain. Measuring your progress, you get an immediate reward. Every action that you take is actually a vote for the type of person that you want to become. The goal is not to read a book, it's to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon, it's to become a runner. If you can change your habits, you can change your life.
Operate out of your imagination, not your memory. Eyesight is judging on what you see. Judging according to appearances. But mindsight is how you interpret what you see. If you don't program yourself, life will program you. What people think about you and the possibilities for your dream is none of your business. The major key to your reaching your dream, your living up to your greatness, your making your contribution is you.
If I'm not growing, I'm gonna feel unfulfilled. Well, if you're not growing, then you're dying. There's no such thing as stagnation.
It's a journey. There's no like pinnacle. It's not like, hey, you make it to a certain level and you stop investing in yourself.
People think it's about the money itself. They think it's about the cars. All of those things are just scoreboard and trophies. So the same way you apply progressive overload in the gym is the same thing you should do with life.
It's this wishing and wanting and hoping. To me, manifestation is envisioning what it is that you want very specifically and then acting as if you already have that thing. So manifestation is a framework of how to act on a daily basis to be that person that already has all those things.
Yes, wealthy, well-respected, and very well-loved. And so for me, that's the trifecta of success. The problem is that you could hand this piece of paper to a young man and they will open it and they will read it and they will think that they understand it, but they will disregard it and they will go on looking for more fanciful, complicated, seemingly mysterious ideas in order to capture their success.
Well, I think discipline has like a negative connotation of self-regulation, something that one should look forward to. Empowered, right? It builds you up. It creates your confidence. You own it, right? When you're able to self-regulate, you build confidence. Each day when you get 5 or 6 wins in the morning and your mind tells you, don't get up, but you do it anyway. Don't hydrate, but you do it anyway. Don't meditate, don't read, don't go to the gym, but you do it anyway. Now you're starting to have impulse control, and now you're starting to understand that your mind doesn't determine what actions you take. No matter how you feel, no matter what your first thought is, no matter how sick or tired you are not paralyzed. You can still take an action, and that action is what changes your mind.
Because I never went to high school, I wasn't very smart, and I thought that was a disadvantage. And so every endeavor I pursued, I just had to find out what were those few things that made this work. And because I thought I wasn't very smart, I didn't change them. I didn't try to adapt them and make them my own. I just did them. And then because I did them over and over again, I got really good at them. And the thing that I thought was my disadvantage became my great advantage.
I had monomaniacal focus. Giving up weekends and vacation wasn't some big sacrifice. I loved it to be successful. Even though we were the first, we had a broader concept of software than the other companies. We needed to be what I would call hardcore. The work is what I want to do. It's not like, oh God, I've got to earn a little bit more money. I woke up and said, okay, I'd love to get to work. And it was just in no way a hardship.
Disgust says, I have had it. The day you can say, I've had it. But the day it begins, the man's finally had it with mediocrity. He's had it with being a loser. I've had it being on my knees in the dust looking for pennies. We're not living like this any. Commit an act that says, I've had it. Powerful.
Remember that only you are responsible for your success, no one else. But successful people make a 100% commitment to succeeding. They say, I will be successful no matter what it takes. It's inevitable. If you'll hang in there long enough, you will be successful.
Your environment often influences. You don't have to be the victim of your environment, you can also be the architect of it. In the beginning, the most important thing is just to shut up and put your reps in. Optimize for the starting line, not the finish line. Make it as easy as possible to get started.
Fully 5% of self-made millionaires in America are salespeople who sold for another company all their lives. The reason they are successful is because they became very, very good at selling. They earned a high income, and then they saved and invested.
I'm an addict and I've channeled this into this direction. Write all the problems down. Is this in your control or out of your control? If it's in your control, you need to work on your skill sets, and if it's out of your control, I will help you make changes to the system